progress. Fuck. Ah. Hey, hi, hello, how are you? My name is Anna Wraith, aka Cinnamon Apple, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're doing something a little bit different, girlies. I am prepping for a gallery. Spoiler alert, they didn't accept my submissions. Yeah, they didn't accept my submissions. I wasn't that upset about it. I was kind of just doing it for funsies. I'm probably still gonna go to the gallery because I like art. Hi, I'm an artist. And I like looking at other people's art, and so I'll probably still go because, you know, fun, support your local artists, etc. But yeah, this gallery, it had a theme. It was red. The gallery is going to be on Valentine's Day. So all of the pieces I'm making in this are themed around, you know, love, red, romance. You get the vibe, you get the gist. In these first couple of clips, I am working on a digital piece, which I actually didn't finish for the gallery. It wasn't actually one of my submissions because I took like a 2 or 3 day break because I had maybe like a week and a half to finish all of my pieces for it, and I took that break towards the end of those days and I just didn't have enough time, so I focused on finishing the pieces that were practically finished. So yeah, this cute little piece, I'll probably finish it soon because I really like it. I'll insert a photo of the reference image here. Very, very cute, heart shot glasses, very much so like friendship, love vibes, very, very stunning. Also in the back, yes, I am watching Breaking Bad. I have now moved on. Well, I haven't finished Breaking Bad, but I'm currently watching Supernatural, which is also really good. But yeah, I'll stop talking so you guys can listen to some aesthetic music and watch these clips. Okay, so here is the beginning of the process of me making the sculpture. As you can clearly see, I don't know what I'm doing. Believe it or not, I may be an artist, but I don't make sculptures. I enjoy it. I do. I enjoy working with clay sometimes. I really, really liked working on different projects when like I was in elementary school because it was kind of like forced. You had to do like a bunch of different things in a bunch of different mediums, and I really liked that actually. But I am quite a bit older than when I was in elementary school, so I have lost the touch. But right here, I am folding over kind of like the very top of it. I don't know where the fuck these pieces of cardboard came from, but when I looked at them, I saw what I could make out of them. Not gonna lie, I thought that they'd be perfect to make something with. They were kind of flimsy as fuck, but you'll see me reinforce them in a little bit. But right now I'm kind of just folding them to make that little kind of triangular TP-esque shape for the I've lost all of the words in my vocabulary I'll put up the reference image now so you know what I'm talking about. This, obviously, if you've seen the fucking thumbnail, you've already seen what I made, so you can guess what the fuck it is. But for reference, this was what I was looking at. So yeah, I was working with what I had. Here I am just putting some really heavy books on it, so it for sure is sticking to each other. If you're wondering, the books are the completed works of William Shakespeare and the complete stories of Sherlock Holmes. Okay, so if you want to skip over this part, I'll put up a little time so you can like skip to when I'm actually making real progress, because I completely undid all of what you're watching right now because it didn't fucking work. But if you are interested in my mistake, then you can continue watching, I guess. These cardboard pieces are from an old planner, and I cut them in halves so they were like fourths. And I was planning on putting them on each corner so that it would give the corners more stability. They ended up just not being like the right shape, and they kind of just weren't sticking very well because of like the coating on the cardboard, because they were very sleek and there wasn't any traction. So didn't work, but not everything you make is going to work, and it's nice to look at other people's mistakes and learn from them before you make those mistakes yourselves. Alrighty, now we're getting to the fun bit. Off camera, I used some of my Posca pens and I drew like the outline for like the shape of it, because it kind of it's sort of like a trapezoid shape. And so it tapers, and then of course there's a little cutout at the bottom for the legs, and then there's a cutout for the handle of it. So that's just what I'm doing right now. Once I was done doing all the cutting, well, not all the cutting, I didn't cut out the handle yet, but I drew on kind of roughly where the wording and the little picture would go. This ended up not really helping because I decided to paint it white and then put color over it, so I didn't have to use like twice as much of my red and pink paint because it would just show up better on the white.
Lovely things we plan to do today.
Alright, here's where one of my favorite parts comes in. This is when I was like measuring out where I was going to attach the side chains. I kind of just eyeballed exactly where it was structure-wise, because not only is it just part of like the piece for like aesthetic reasons, it is genuinely like keeping it more structurally sound. And then once I kind of eyeballed one of the punctures I made, I just used a hole punch, by the way. I used my Posca pen to draw a line across so that they would be even, and I just did the same thing on the other side. Then for attaching it, I used pliers and I pulled apart one of the links, and then I just put it through the hole, and then I pressed it closed once again. This chain is actually from a recycled purse. I really like the chain on it, but I didn't really like the purse, so I just took the chain off it. I've had it for a long time, and I'm really glad that I finally got to use it for something. I really wanted to paint it pink because that's what the picture showed, and also I just love the color pink. Look at my walls, it's literally my favorite fucking color. But they did want it to be red themed, obviously, because the gallery is literally called Red. So I kind of just mixed a red and pink acrylic paint together so I could kind of get this like rosy pink type of color. And yes, I am using a house paintbrush. It's the biggest paintbrush I have, so I could get like the most surface with it. Honestly, kind of recommend it. It worked really well. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, it's the nighttime, and I have officially gotten to a good stopping point for the sculpture, and I finished one of the digital drawings. I don't think I recorded any of this one. My phone eventually died partway throughout the day, and I just stopped filming. I'm very sorry. But I finished these lovely ladies. It says Dreamer's Ball. It's a song by Queen. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. This was a very fun piece. I liked picking out all the colors with this. I'm sure I've already explained this because in my head I'm already like planning the editing for this video, and I'm planning on the first couple of clips like all being with like having a voiceover and me explaining everything. But the theme of this gallery is red, and every piece has to have red in it, and so it was very fun to like do a full like red. It comes off a little more red on camera. It's actually quite pinky in person. Really the most like red is really in this character's hair. Everything else is honestly quite pink, so I might do some like final editing just to make it a bit more red. But yeah, I'm very pleased with how that came out. I think it looks very nice. And then I'm working on the last piece of structure for this guy. This is a horrible angle, but I just need to talk about this, and that's all. So I think you might have seen in some of the clips, it was kind of like bending inwards, you know, like it was, you know, it needs to be straight, but it was like, ooh, but like at the bottom, you know, and it's because it didn't have like an extra piece of cardboard in, it didn't have an extra piece of cardboard right here, like underneath it. It only had an extra piece up here and on the legs. And so it would cave in on that one spot, and not only did it just not feel like secure, but it just kind of affected the whole look of it, since in the original picture, obviously it's plastic and this is cardboard, and so plastic is obviously much sturdier, though I don't want this to look like plastic. I want it to have that sturdiness to it, and also it just makes it easier as a sculpture to, you know, be self-standing, so whenever I take it to the gallery, like, they don't have to worry about it, like, fucking collapsing and shit, you know? So I'm glad I'm at, like, the end of all the structure-based stuff. I'm really bad. I'm not someone that makes a lot of, like, other types of art, like when it comes to like jewelry or sewing or sculptures. I enjoy dabbling in it, but I don't do it regularly. And so when it comes to thinking outside the box for things like how can I make this very weak cardboard more structured, like what could I add to it to make it more structured, I'm not very well versed in that. But I am really happy with it so far, and I'm really happy I had the idea to do this gold chain on either side. I think that adds a really cool detail to it. But yeah, I am really happy with it. My room is now a mess. I'm gonna clean it, and then tomorrow, hopefully, I think my plan for tomorrow is to finish a traditional illustration I have and get this finished, and then if I'm shooting for the stars, I will like to have finished my final traditional illustration and my final digital illustration. And if I somehow complete all of those tomorrow, then I will be completely done. But I still have 7 days until all of these are due, so I still have time. It's just like a sooner the better type thing, you know? But really, it's, 4 things I have to do. I have 2 traditional illustrations, 1 digital, and the sculpture, and that's it. So, I think I can finish that in 7 days. Honestly, I think I will be able to make headway on both of the other drawings, as well as I think I can completely finish the sculpture and the almost finished drawing tomorrow. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Okay, my room is currently a disaster, so I'm completely scatterbrained, but I have a little art haul for you girlies. I've completely lost my camera personality because I have not filmed in... When was the last time I filmed? I guess the beginning of January, because I remember me saying Happy New Year in a segment. It's currently February 1st, I think, so it's been a while. Oh, also, I'm gonna grab some of the stuff. Little life update, we didn't have power for like 3 days, so couldn't post anything last week, and there is still snow and ice on the ground. That's why we lost our power, is because of a little wintry storm. So yeah, super fun, super fresh. Anyways, back to the haul. I just bought a bunch of art stuff that I was running out of, and for upcoming projects from Walmart, because it's cheap there, and I can work very well with cheap products. So first things first, I got 3 of these 16 by 20 inch canvas panels. Big ass bitches. God damn. I have no idea what I'm gonna use any of these panels for. I just got them for future projects. A 6-pack of 9 by 12 inch. So it's kind of like the size of a regular sketchbook. A 3-pack of a 6 by 6 inch. And then I got two 3-packs of these 2.6 by 2.6 inches. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna use these for, but they're so I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna use this for, but they were so teeny tiny, and they were only like $2 each, and I was it was impulse. I'll tell you what, it was impulse. So yeah, I'm excited to see what I'm gonna use them for. Quick Anna's history of paintbrushes. I treat my paintbrushes very poorly, therefore a lot of them are shit. So I bought like an $8 pack of paintbrushes that are seemingly good quality, and I'm going to try to keep these as my good paintbrushes for like doing legit paintings and not doing random shit with, you know what I mean? I also got long handle. I don't have a preference of short handle or long handle. It just depends on what techniques you like, and I don't care. I'm not that much of a painter when it comes to like portraiture and animals and backgrounds. Like I don't paint that type of stuff. I usually just illustrate it. But I'm really wanting to get into that, which is why I bought a lot of painting stuff. I bought 2 packs of these erasers, only for the kneaded eraser because I need a new kneaded eraser. I currently have a Prismacolor one, but between you and me, Prisma, plug your ear holes. Between you and me, the Prismacolor kneaded erasers are shit. I hate them, they're bad. These ones are pretty good, and if I want to be real fancy, I buy the Winsor & Newton ones. I think on Amazon you can buy like a 4-pack of the Winsor & Newton ones. And I'll still try to use up this Prismacolor one, but it's so hard. You can't, like, it's just not malleable at all. It's just like hard rubber. It's like a bouncy ball, except it doesn't bounce, so it's not fun to use at all in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, I got these. I bought these before. From what I remember, they were pretty good, and the white erasers were perfectly fine as well. I'll use those too, but I didn't really need them. I just needed erasers. I've been wanting to also get into, I've been kind of like expanding my style a lot recently, and I've been wanting to get into a lot of different mediums, including pastels and oils. I didn't want to spend a bunch of money on buying super high quality ones at first. I just wanted to play around with them. I remember in art class, I always had a lot of fun playing around with a bunch of different mediums, but then as I grew into my style, I kind of closed myself off into like just sticking to what I knew. And I've been growing a lot recently, and I think it's good for me. Like, I think I've gained such a solid foundation that it's good for me to step out now, and I'm like comfortable stepping out of my comfort zone now. So I'm excited to try out both painting and using different types of pastels. And last but not least, I just got a bunch of different paints. They're all acrylic. That's basically the only paint I actually work well with. I do okay with watercolor, but like only if I'm doing really basic things, like just blending a sunset or something. Like I'm not very good with, like, I don't know. I just have yet to get comfortable with it. So I don't really use watercolor a lot, but acrylic is my girl. Acrylic is my jam. So I got a brown, a red, oh my god, a yellow and a blue. And then I got 2 big ones of white and black. I thought it would be good to kind of challenge my mixing abilities. I think I'm a pretty decent mixer. Like I said, I don't paint a lot, but when I do, I seem to mix colors a lot, and I think I have a pretty good foundation of like color theory and understanding which colors mix with other colors, and like how much of white and black makes it lighter and darker and like different hue. You understand what I'm trying to say. I feel like I have a pretty solid foundation of that, so I wanted to stick to a limited color palette. So not only do I get better at painting, but I get better at mixing, and then in turn, color theory. So yeah, that's it for my haul. That's it for the haul. My room is a mess. Teehee. I've been kind of hobbit holing myself up in my room. And so I've been kind of trying to pound out all these projects, and in turn, my room has become a disaster. So I am going to clean my room and continue watching Breaking Bad, because that's what I've been watching at the moment. Let's get to it. All right. Hey, editing me here. I started using the time-lapse function on my camera on my phone, and the thing about it is it's really fucking fast compared to the iMovie time-lapse, which is what I usually do. I'll just record in real time and then I'll just put it on fast mode. So I cleaned my room, but it's comically fast. I personally think it's kind of funny, so I'm gonna leave it in hopes that you guys get humor out of it. So yeah, enjoy. Okay, here's where my big fucking brain strikes again. I used a Cheez-It box to hold up the other side so I could paint the inside. I didn't really know what to paint the inside, so I just painted it black because, I mean, black and red always goes together, and plus it's the inside, it honestly doesn't really matter. So yeah, it... I don't know what else to say. I just painted the inside black and I used a Cheez-It box to hold it up while I started. You know, I didn't realize how hard this would be to paint. Because of the chains and the fact that it's folded. So, future Anna, whenever you're making shit like this again, and it's like a sculpture, and then the inside has to be painted, and you have to fold it, maybe paint it inside first, and then fold it. That, be smart. Oh, fuck. Could be worse. It could be worse. Woo, progress. Fuck. Ah.
Things we plan to do today.
one down, like 9 more to go. Okay, oh fuck me. Today is the last day that I have to complete all of my gallery pieces. I have a few things I need to do first before I can do anything else, but my room is a genuine fucking disaster. You think I'm joking, bitch? Wait until you see the footage. It's a disaster. I need to clean it, and then I need to bust out these projects tonight because they're literally due today. So, I'm gonna do my chores and I'm gonna eat lunch because it's 3:22 and I haven't ate lunch yet. I just got off of work. So yeah. I'll see you when it's time to clean up my room and work on the projects. Welcome to my hellhole. So for the last few days, I didn't film. Very, very sorry. It was very stressful. But here are the final images of the final pieces. I really, really like them. I'm sorry the quality of the images are not very good. It does not shed that much, what the fuck am I trying to say? It doesn't put the pieces in that good of light, literally and figuratively, but I really am proud of these pieces. Even though I didn't get into the gallery, I really love these pieces. I love the fact that I got to express my love of art through them, and I'm happy to add them to my portfolio and to show them to people. So yeah, I guess that wraps up this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. Honestly, I really planned on this video being a just like a gallery setup, but it kind of became more of a studio vlog, so I'll probably just label it as a studio vlog, just centered around getting ready for gallery. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless, and I hope you have a good morning, evening, or night. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.